Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for March of 2026. And we are now playing top 16 matches. So let's take a look at where we stand in this tournament. It's not February anymore. See, these overlapping months. You gotta knock that off. No more overlapping. All right, well, we'll fix that eventually. Anyway, that is from before. That is not where... Oh, wait, Blue Scooty already won. Oh, God. The script has been leaked. All right, no, there it is. There's the March one. Mr. Cuddles, thanks for the sub on Twitch. This is where we stand right now in the top 8. Just one player is into the top 8. That's Eyeball. And then if we look at our top 16, that is not the one. It's overlapping month. It's crazy. Yeah, so we have almost got a full top 16. That's not going to stop us from starting. So we're just going to do Danv versus Idkirby in the pink bracket. Match number 24, 6 versus 22. And that is what we're going to do. I don't know why. Ever since I upgraded to, what is this called? Topaz. What the hell is this? I don't even remember what the name of this stupid operating system is. Once I upgraded to it, things just, it's weird. It's stupid. My computer does not run as well. Things like sputter and skip and all that. And it's not good. It's not good. Anyways, apologies, I guess. Apple should really be the one apologizing. But anyway, this is what we got going. Danv versus Idkirby. Winner of this will eventually take on the winner of Meme versus Cobra, but not today. Let's take a look at the rules. Players, I will remind you that this is a best of 5. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Level 39 super kill screen. Score uncapped. Same piece sets re-rolled. Do not pause unless I tell you to, and I'm not gonna tell you to, so, you know, don't. If you do experience tech issues, though, just keep playing. Problems with OBS or internet or computer or camera or capture or whatever, just keep playing. I will figure it out. You know, I'm pretty adept at like figuring out when something's going wrong. Like, for example, if the stream doesn't work anymore, I'm pretty good at like seeing that happens. So just keep playing. Don't get distracted, and I will sort it out. Sometimes the game will count. Sometimes it won't. It depends on circumstances. But anyway, the winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $477.77. We are a far cry from our $2,000 top 8 incentive. And we are more than halfway through the brackets and halfway through the month. So yeah, I'm worried. You know, I start sweating a little. Well, I sweat anyway, but I'm starting to sweat a little more. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, if you do want to help support the prize pool, keep these players coming back month after month, reward them for the time and effort they put into practice and get good for your entertainment and for showing up on time to these things, then use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says Masters March, that is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. The top right-hand corner has a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. Look on the right side of the screen. You'll see a button that says contribute. Click on that to contribute. Thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. Really appreciate everybody who has contributed this month and in previous months and in future months. And, you know, I guess I appreciate people who don't contribute or didn't contribute or whatever. Just slightly less than the people who do, but you're, you know, still appreciated, but not as much. But anyway, yeah, that's how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris and make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going, just like the people on this slide are doing. People like Scott Gray and Jay in the Window, Canine Watching Tetris, and Tacnerus and Madel's Burger, and N-Dog and Mr. Brain, Corporal, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim M. Kakit, Java T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila Tempest, and everybody else in this slide. Thank you so very much for helping to keep this thing going. Can't do it without you. This stuff, you know, it's free to watch, but it ain't free to make. So if you do want us to continue, you got to support it. Okay. Now, if you don't like Patreon, that's fine. We have other ways that you can support us. You use the support command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links if you want to make a recurring contribution without Patreon. Use Streamlabs or PayPal if you want to make a one-time contribution. There's some other links there as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can use, what are they called? Super chats, stickers. You can become a member of the channel. You can gift a channel membership as well. Over on Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, you got gift subs, and if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. But it is use it or lose it, so you cannot save them for the end of the year and go, oh, I'm just going to give them all as one big present to one streamer right at the end. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to use them or you will lose them. So do not lose them. Use them on us. All right, Tugi, getting those dad jokes ready. Do you know? I mean, maybe Tugi knows something we don't. All right, let's bring on the players' screens. Look at this perfect, almost perfect stencil. I feel like I fixed your stencil before and it's moved, but I'll fix it again. Whatever. The wanderings. I really feel like it has moved a little tiny bit. The wandering stencil. It's okay. And then we'll go ahead and refresh him. We'll get Danv up and going. Yeah, why is that music like stop every once in a while? It just pauses. I don't get that. It didn't used to do that. All right, Dan VY. Oh, your OBS crashed. No problem. No problem. I'll play for you, dog. All right, I'm playing for Danv, guys. Here we go. Oh, wait, you're live now? I wanted to play for you. Okay. Computer says no. You heard that? You think it's a new OS? Yeah, it's infuriating. Like, I didn't ask for that. You know, it's so dumb. Like, Apple, I mean, you guys don't care about it. It's so dumb because, you know, anytime people hear like, oh, there's going to be new hardware from Apple, everybody gets really excited. And then when they hear, oh, there's going to be new software from Apple, everybody dreads it. So why can't they get software right? You know? So it's like, can you just get it right? You keep declining to upgrade to it? Yeah, do that for as long as you can. Nobody gets software right. The only program that is good in all of human history was Winamp. That was the only. All right, Kirby's like, when you got 629 teaspins in a row. Is that a PB? OBS is pretty good. All right, OBS isn't bad. Listen, OBS is free and allows me to do things that I wouldn't be able to do on my own, so I appreciate it. You know, it's got its issues, but you know, it's amazing and free, so I'll take it. Listen, software is good. It's fine, but I mean, all of this stuff. I'm such an ingrate. I couldn't do any of this stuff, you know, on my own. So, you know, I appreciate it. On the other hand, get it together. Danv is here. Pajama bottoms. I like the. Unless, is that your regular pants? I do love Winamp. All right. Do you still use it, Vandy? Unfortunately, on the Mac, there's no good Winamp. You can find a clone sorta, but it's not as good. But if I were on Windows, I would definitely use it. I have the clone and I don't use it. It's not, yeah, it's not as good. I wish somebody would write like a full clone. What is the one that I use? I forget what I even... Is it Winamp? I forget what it's called. But yeah, I don't use it. Unfortunately, I use Apple Music because, you know, I have a lot of local files, stuff that I rip myself, and I like that it puts it on my iPhone without me having to do anything. So I like that. But the Apple Music interface just sucks. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and put some pieces in the chat. Players look like they're done warming up. BA0B07. $18 up to Danv. Wait, this ain't CTL. We 18 only, okay? This is a professional operation. 19 starts ridiculous. Nobody wants that. 19 starts so boring. Just what is it, 240 lines or whatever of boring, same speed, same color. Boring. The pieces are BA0B07. Bow. Oh, I could go for a bow right now. A bow best of 7. So the winner of a best of 7 gets a bow. All right. Looks like both players are ready. No, they were ready. They're not ready anymore. Okay. You unreadied. All right. Well, I'm ready. Danv is ready. Do I need to refresh? Is that what needs to happen? Maybe I'm like way behind. Let's try it. Am I muted? Is this thing on? Hello? All right, we're on. All right, looks like we are ready. Let's go ahead and get them. I am muted. Zook says I'm muted. Oh my God. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead. Game number 1 of this top 16 match between Danv and Idkirby. The winner of this goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I'm really behind on screen. I don't know what to tell you. I've refreshed you both. So anyway, we are underway. On the left side of your screen, Danv, seed number 6 from Great Britain. At the beginning of this month, he had a PB of 3.83 million. Now that could change. I don't know. I only do these graphics like one. All right, actually, I did it yesterday because I'm a little behind. Anyway, Danv was ranked number 11 in the most recent Premier poll, a ranking of competitive Tetris players. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end. If you like, you can think of it as Premier ePoll, or if you want. But Premier Poll, Premier has an E at the end. If you don't know how to spell it, you can use the PP command while you're in chat. ! PP. Danv is a former Masters winner, won it all the way back in May of 2023. In addition to that, he's a 2-time semi-finalist. He was a semi-finalist last month. February was last month, believe it or not. And Danv made it back to the semifinals for the first time since a long time ago. I guess, well, since his Masters win, actually, in May of 2023, and also made it in February of 2023. He is the reigning King of France, okay? He won the CTWC France Regional back in 2025. He was the runner-up in this year's Austria Regional. You've seen him also at the event in Boston back in 2024. At that Austria Regional again, previous years, he has 2 other top 4 finishes. You've seen him at the Columbus Regional. You've also seen him at CTWC Das, the one in Germany back in 2023. He is a 5-time CTWC Gold Bracket player. His best finish was in 2022 when he made it to top 16. I don't know if he's going out this year, but I feel like Danv has got a great chance this year. He's also a 2-time Mega Master. On the right side, it's Kirby, seed number 22 from the US of A. With a PB of 3.49, he's ranked number 20 in that March Premier poll. You've seen Kirby at, CTWC the last 3 years. You've also seen him make 3 appearances in Mega Masters. You've seen him at various regionals, including Waco, Phoenix, Austin, and Vegas in 2025, where he was the runner-up. His best finish in a classic Tetris monthly, well, this ties it. So he's looking right now to get into the top 8 for the first time. So he's gone as far as the top 16 multiple times. And now he's shooting for his first top 8. $337 for Kirby, $367 for Danv. Kirby's first overall appearance in our CTM monthly event was January of 2025. Of course, he had been in Mega Masters the previous years, but in the monthlies, made it in January 2025. $418 for Danv, $386 for Kirby. What's going on, Mr. Brain? Oh, you're lonely over there on YouTube. Supermark is there. Danv Tetris, 487, 15 lines to go till level 19. Speed will ratchet up 1.5x. And the value of line clears will start going up as well. Right now, Tetris is worth 22,800, and they will soon be worth 24,000 and go up 1,200 points every level increase. Kirby, kind of 2/3 of the way up the board, something like that. Trying to bring this down in the next 13 lines so we can have a workable stack going into 19. Both players using the rolling playstyle, drumming the fingers on the back of the controller so they can get many taps in a short period of time. Kirby gonna have a little bit of an awkward transition into 19. He's still 2/3 of the way up the board, and this is getting a little scary here for Kirby. It's coming down row by row. That long bar is gonna help. That was a double. And nice tuck there for Kirby. And he will open up that right side, get a long bar in Tetris for him. He's at 484 on level 20. Danv at 660. Almost 180,000. I'm sorry, 180,000 point lead for Danv right now. Tetris for Kirby, 526. 718 now, 745 for Danv. Kirby looking to uncover the right side. He does. And he's skimming and waiting and getting a Tetris 587 for Kirby, 756 for Danv. Skimming a Tetris for Danv, 796, 677 for Kirby, 677. We're just one line apart. Danv still with about 120,000 point lead. Tetris Kirby 773. Now, where did they move the shuffle? Oh, they moved the shuffle there. Okay, yeah. I mean, why did they have to mess with the location and everything? It was fine. I upgraded my OS, you know. Bother you until you do. And I fell into the trap. I'm like, I'm gonna hurry. I don't know what I'm doing. And I agreed. And I'm regretting now. Triple into a Tetris for Danv, 959, 890 for Kirby. So they're one line apart. Kirby closed the gap to about 70,000 points. Now Tetris is going into 29 are going to be worth 36,000. So still about a 2 Tetris lead for Danv. And it could be more here. Danv kind of in trouble. The long bar gets down. And he's going to have kind of a janky board here on 29. And he's going to have to really do something to try to figure out that left side. And he is not going to do it. That is going to be a top out for Danv at A04. He got the max out. Chase down target for Kirby. A05 would clinch it. And that left side for Kirby kind of under tap a bar. And he is not going to be able to chase it down. I thought he was going to be able to get it because he had a decent board. But five tap trouble on the left for Kirby, and Danv will actually hold on and take game number 1. All right, pieces are incoming players. 43791C. You're so behind on stream. I don't know. Like, I've got you refreshed. Maybe you need to refresh or something. I don't know what to tell you. I'll refresh y'all again. Classic Tetris real-time when? I know. How do we do that? I'll refresh you, but I won't refresh Danv, so maybe it'll... Oh, wait, I don't know. Let's see. So there's one. I think they're both delayed. Nestris Champs takeover time? I guess so. I guess so. I'm refreshing them both. Your argument against it is dead because you can see raw feed now. You can? Wait, is that true? How is that? How does that work? I mean, I wouldn't say my argument against it in the sense that I'm against it and I've constructed arbitrary arguments to not use it. Like, it was based on those considerations. So, you know, if that's true and we can get it to work, I'm all for it. How do you see the raw feed? They added remote calibration and you can see the raw feed through it, but don't do it. Raw feed is fire. Well, I might mess around with it, although not right now. I mean, yeah, like you guys topped out, both of you. Like it's not like delayed and caused you to top out. All right. All right. The pieces are here. 43791C. 43791C. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Excuses and excuses. Whiners and complainers. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, on the screen now, they have started. Game number 2. C-Dubs Colby with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, Colby. These two have played each other exactly once in the CTM cinematic universe. That was May of 2025. That was a round 2 match. Danv took that one 3-1. Hi, Vandy. Top players will whine if everything isn't up to their standards. Listen, Chen, you should not be talking about top players whining. I'm allowed to. Okay, I'm not a top player, but I'm helping the top players make their livelihood, so I've earned the right. Okay, or at least I'm taking the right to do it. I've asserted the right. I don't know if I have the right. I'm doing it, but maybe if you're not at that level, you should be more measured with your comments. But I'm allowed to, all right? I'm allowed. Yeah, rules for thee, but not for me. Exactly. Yeah, it depends. And it's not a rule. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but imagine, Chen, though, you go to CTWC and you make all these comments about top players. All of a sudden, you're live and you're walking around and you're right there with them. So, see, so long as you don't go to live events, there's, you don't have that accountability. But as soon as you go, you start looking at you, askance. You think I need to have a max out before I claim that? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sending everyone to CTWC. There's a top out for Danv 241, and that means Kirby is good in game number 2. All right, well, Danv with the 18 top out. Kirby, you are good. But yeah, I'll have to look. I can't do it today, but I'll look into, if you're telling me there's raw feed and remote calibration and all that stuff, I'm definitely interested in that because, I like the crisp. I mean, I do like raw feed. It looks cool, but, I want the stats and all the other stuff. So. Always try to do better. Okay, new pieces. Chen, you better go. I mean, you're out there, right? Like, you could go. So you got to go. I mean, I'm probably not going to go, but you should go. If you win the lottery, you need a lottery to go. Like, where is it? South for a weekend? Vandy coming around to NTSC. I've never been against it. I'm not like on principle. I'm just 2-5D. I don't have some bias against it. Let's go get these players started. 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, we're starting. There we go. I hit the wrong button like 16 times. Just go. 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 All right, there we go. But yeah, so I don't have some irrational bias against it. I just have, you know, practical considerations which make it not exactly what I'm looking for in my thing. But if you're saying there, you know, we can get raw feed plus you know, NTSC, I mean, that is a big deal. Oh, that Kirby there with that crazy like spin back and forth. Well, yeah, but Chen isn't Colby. Chen is on the right coast. He's not that far. He's in the same state. You can go. $50 contribution to the prize pool from Russell C. Thank you so much, Russell. Really appreciate that. Let me log in so I can look at it. Yeah, you guys act like I'm some enemy of Nestra's champs. I've never been that. I just, you know, I need to see the raw feed because we want to check seeds and we want to check this and that. And, you know, before we were using seeds, we needed the, and before we were saying P sets, we needed the ability to see their, you know, screens so we can make sure they weren't cheating. Not that anyone would ever cheat, but Russell says March Master, outstanding. Thank you, Russell. Appreciate you. You posted a video about the raw feed. Okay. You like the nice, smooth broadcast we get here. Yeah, it's so smooth and nice. Everything goes perfectly. But the fact is, a lot of the top players are playing in CTL, so they already are versed in Nestra's champs and have it and all that. So I don't know. Okay, looks like we had another contribution to the prize pool. It was Madelsberger, $39.90. That gets us up to 56767. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you, Madelsberger, for that contribution. Really appreciate you. Mr. Brain doesn't like how Nestra's champs changes the pace that it looks like the pieces are falling due to lag processing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how much of that is, you know, people's local computer when they're running it or whatever, but I'll take a look at it. I mean, I like having access to the stats and stuff like that, so maybe there's a way to get the best of both worlds, like have the raw feed, but then add the stats. Maybe there's a way to do that. I don't know. I'll look into it. 348 for Kirby, 326 for Danv. Oh, it happens for live events too. 395 for Kirby, 396 for Dan. You like the original feed? Yeah, I mean, I like it. I do like it. It's endearing. You know, it's got that analog look. I don't know. I think it looks cool. But yeah, I've never had anything against Nestra's champs. Like, that's just people say, oh, Vandy hates Nestra's champs. That's not true. You don't like the inclusion of drought counter because inexperienced commentators affect the match by spoiling how long they are. But Mr. Brain, you know, I mean, who are you dealing with here? Okay, you're dealing with a professional. 509 for Kirby, 489 for Danv. $5.59 entry into 19 for Danv. Why not both players do OBS virtual cam and a third player streams the virtual cams? I don't know. Hilbert wants the drought counter. You know what would be a good implementation of drought counter, which would mitigate some of the concern that Mr. Brain has, is if it only was, like, if it wasn't the full number. Let's just say, you know, every 10, it ratcheted up. So, you know, it's 10 plus, 20 plus, 30 plus, 40. And then at the end of the drought, it revealed how long it was, right? So you wouldn't know it was exactly at 47 lines or whatever until it was over. But you would know every 10. So you'd get a sense of it, and it wouldn't spoil too much for the players because they'd be fairly close, you know, in lines anyway. Might help. It should tell you the drought only after it's completed only. 802 for Kirby, 831 for Danv. Tetris for Kirby, 864, 892 for Dan. Level 24 is here. And robust scores for both. Tayo says, once you have Tetris rate on the screen, who even needs a commentator anymore? Yeah, that's the whole story. The whole story of the match is Tetris rate. Oh, he's ahead by 50,000, but the other player's Tetris rate. $9.96 for Kirby. There's a max out for Danv on 27, and there it is for Kirby into 27. There's no slander. I didn't say anyone's name. I'm just talking about Tetris rate, man. That's all I'm talking about. B06 for Kirby, A75 for Danv. The long bar gets down, and he's trying to keep it open. And we'll see what he can do. He's open for that's going to be like a double. And Danv trying to chunk this down. That left side did not clear anything, so I wonder if that threw off his timing a little bit. We'll see. And that's a top out for Danv at B29. And Kirby has got to get to B30, and he gets to B30. Kirby goes up 2 games to 1. I said no names. All right, I'm going to hit the seed button one time. Ready? Here it is. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, it looks like both players are ready. B7, BB, A9. All right, Danv is down 2-1, so he's got to win this one to force a deciding game number 5. Kirby looking to wrap it up right now. Game number 4. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Listen, Tetris. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you, Tetris. No slander. Low bar down for both. Tetrises for both. What's up, Josh C? Thanks, Tetris. All right, what's wrong with my microphone here? There we go. Oh, see that music skipping? Why? Oh my god. What is this called? Tahoe? Is that what it's called? By the way, why are we naming operating systems off of, like, I don't know, Chevy sport utility vehicles? I am on Mac OS, true. That's right. $183 for Danv, 182 for Kirby. I think Tahoe is after Lake Tahoe. I know they name their operating systems after geographical features in California. I understand. I get it. I'm just saying words. Guys, well, actually, I'm doing shtick here, guys. Okay, all right, guys. Actually. $297 for Dan. There's a Tetris. $296 for Kirby. All right, finally setting up that Vitz for Kirby. I was like, when is he going to set up that Vitz? That T. And the Tetris for Kirby. And, yeah, another little Tetris for Kirby as well. Kirby now out by about 15,000 points and back by 4 lines. Oh, stashing pieces over to the left. Long bars down. Tetris Kirby. 410 for him. 354 for Danv. Oh, ended up having to take a burn. Kirby. Was he no burns at that point? It was very close. If he wasn't, I mean, where would the other ones have come from? I don't know. But was forced to take a burn. I mean, it's better to not be no burns. You get that mindset. Oh, I'm in no burn mindset. Toxic no burn mindset. Kirby 530, Danv 408. You wonder what his Tetris rate is? All right, players, remember to, if you do experience any kind of tech slowdowns, just keep playing. What the heck? The music just stopped. Hello? This doesn't make any sense. Wow, 647 for Kirby. I cannot get... the music back on. I don't know why. Yes, I know the music stopped. I know. I'm aware of it. I don't understand. I mean, this is like an Apple thing. It just stopped on its own. 694 here for Kirby. Longbar gets down. That's a double, and he's kind of platformed out. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. So I literally, it's not starting music. $6.96 for Danv, $7.39 for Kirby. I mean, this is how Danv hears me all the time because he edits the videos without the music track. So. YouTube VOD watcher is going to be very confused. I know. 755 for Dan, 848 for Kirby. And yeah, I have no explanation. This Tahoe, whatever it is, stinks. It's ruining my life. All right, Danv up pretty high. Long bar down. Tetris for him, 842. 913 for Kirby. I used to play it off of my phone directly into my mixer via Bluetooth. I might have to start doing that again if this is what is going to happen. Dirty Tetris for Danv, 884. 975 for Kirby. Tetris for Kirby, A10. He's got the max out on 25. Nice little T-burn there for Kirby. I'll restart the music player after this game, if the match continues. A49 Kirby, 986 for Danv. Like, it shows that it's playing. It's just not playing in the place that I want it to. And I don't understand. B63 for Kirby, A38 for Dan. Kirby's into 29 at about B69. And Danv very careful as he enters 29. He's going to open up that right side. Long bar goes down. Tetris for Danv, A94. C23 for Kirby. And Kirby left side, little 5-tap trouble. Going to have to get another bar over that. Oh, and kind of trouble on the right side. This is going to be a top out for Kirby. Yeah, that's a C35 top out. So the target for Danv, C36. C36 is the target. He's blocked the well right now. And a long bar goes in, and Danv going to take game number 4. And we are going to move to a deciding game number 5. Let me go ahead and try to close this Apple Music deal and figure out what the heck is going on. All right, Apple Music. Just open it. I don't need to go to just open the program. Oh my God, literally just open the effing program, dude. Holy crap. Auto mix is on. Like a DJ, auto mix knows when to seamless. Oh, just shut up. Like, who gives a flying goat? And like, where is it playing, dude? Like, hold on one sec. Maybe if I switch the sound back and forth. Roadcaster. Okay, maybe it'll come back. Yeah, it's completely ignoring these sources, dude. It's a sideways triangle. I don't know what. Super annoying. It's like, you know, there's like that little radiation symbol with the circle and the triangle, and it says, which source do you want it to go out to? And it's like, doesn't even have the source. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Give me 1 second. Maybe I can like just cast it to, I'll go ahead and put in the pieces. So stupid. All right, music. And then playlists, CTM, shuffle it, play it. All right, now I'm gonna try and cast it to the Roadcaster Pro. And you guys don't hear that, right? Where is that coming in on? Like, I literally hear it in my headphones, but I don't know what source it's coming in on. Oh, wait, I do. Yeah, it's... You guys hear it? It's super loud. Okay. All right. It's good enough. It'll work. The pieces are here. EA0B08. EA0B08. All right. Looks like both players are ready to decide in game number 5. The winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, it's totally not running the normal place that it runs off of. I had to run it off my phone. All right, we are back with music. I think to celebrate, we should do one of these. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthly Tetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Well, it is game number 5. Kirby gets a long bar down. He a little bit of 5-tap trouble on the left side with that bar, but it was 18, so he could fix it. C-Dub says, to celebrate, we should ban Tetris. What? Why would we ban Tetris? I mean, he's the author of the Titanic 10. If we banned Tetris, we wouldn't know any more Titanic 10 members. $141 for Kirby, $164 for Danv. Early on, just a few thousand points apart, a couple lines apart, but stacking high, really, both players. So that would indicate that the game isn't giving a lot of bars. There's the tuck. Tetris for Kirby, 256, 242, Danv. All right, Kirby looking for anything to throw into that 2-wide channel 4 deep, and finally getting stuff here to fill it in. Long bar over Tetris, Kirby 302. Watermelon Cowboy says, is it just me or has Danv improved a lot recently? Yeah, but I think you could say the same of Kirby, honestly, too. So I would say, yeah, both of them, actually. All right, Kirby in a little bit of a bind. Up high, hard to find burns, but gets a long bar down and another one. So that board's down. He's working one row off the bottom now and set up for a Tetris there. Somalian, I think you got it right, says the CTWC windup. Indeed. CTWC coming soon. You know, Mega Masters, I've heard, is a prominent online international championship that's coming up soon as well. And yeah, Kirby's board, very spiry here, like a big antenna tower or something. When is faster Dasters? Oh, Kirby is in really a lot of, there's a lot of Swiss cheesy holes, different rows, different columns. Danv is clean and ahead by over 50,000 points. All right, Kirby getting it down. Invictus Rage says, as I understand it, isn't Mega Masters really the most international tournament since there's no travel costs? I mean, one could look at it that way, but on the other hand, you don't get the camaraderie and excitement of meeting people that you hang out online with. All right, little adjustment there for Kirby. See how he's going to handle all that nonsense down there. He's clearing it away, but Danv is now pulled out to about 100,000 point lead or more. Tetris for Danv, 568. Zempro, you can step on my turf any day. Oh, Kirby is in a scramble. What can he do? And he can't do anything, and that is going to be a top out for Kirby on level 20. So kind of a suffer game, not in the sense of like, 200k transition, but just a lot of weird misdrops and kind of odd stacks and all that kind of thing. And that means that Danv will be moving on to the top 8. So Kirby's top 8 journey will have to recommence another month. Danv, congrats. You will move on to the top 8. So Danv, you're 3 wins away now? Top 8, top 4. Yeah, you're 3 wins away from winning a Masters title, Dan. That's all you got to do. Just win 3 matches in a row. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. Just do it. Just 3 matches in a row, Dan. Why is that so hard? Just do it. All right, let's report this whole thing. What is this? Pink? Yeah, Danv. GG's Kirby. That last game was pretty rough, but really, really impressive run. And you got to top 16 again, and big paces, big scoring. That decider though was pretty rough. So hopefully we see you again next month, and you'll have another shot to crack that top 8. Where's my bracket? There it is. Danv. Danv says, people like Scooty say they don't like to win like that, but I have to say I absolutely love winning like that. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, winning is winning. What the heck? Dan, just win 3 more matches in a row, dude. That's all you gotta do. So easy. So easy. Just do it. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys the bracket. And yeah, it's not that impressive. Wait, there we go. Danv is in. So Danv is now into the top 8. So if we make our prize pool goals, that means Danv will be in the prize phase as well. Hopefully we can do that. Speaking of which, thank you to those of you who contributed to the prize pool this stream. That includes Russell C with $50. That includes Madelsberger, who made it 56767. Thank you, Madelsberger. Appreciate that. And you, thank you very much. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. And look at this long list of all the supporters of this stream. Why isn't it coming up? There it is. Thank you to subscribers Mr. Cuddles and Colby. Mr. Cuddles, that was so very nice. Thank you very much. And Colby. All the supporters. Man, we're getting there. We're getting there. Colby knows what time it is, right? Can we get one last sub before we go? One last one. I'll thank the patrons. Ready? Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where you can make an ongoing pledge of support, just like these players are doing. And thank you, Scott Gray, Jay in the window, Canaan, Taki, Madelsberger, N-Dog, Mr. Brain, Corporal Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M. Cackett, Javin T, Jason, Sunny, and Mila. Thank you for your extra support. Madelsberger with the equivalent of a sub, 500 bits. In fact, Colin has gifted a sub to Unix DK. Talbot has gifted a sub to Ordy. Thank you. So Madelsberger, that's really the equivalent of like 1.67 subs, actually. because we get a 60% share. So I think the math comes out to 1.67. Pretty sure. So thank you, Madelsberger. Well, I'm sorry, I said 1.67. Sorry, somebody didn't hear me. I don't know. It's either 1.6, 1.7, 1.67. I don't know. One of those two. I'm not sure. All right. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Look at that. we are here. We're thriving, and everything's good. We'll see. We showed you the credits, showed you Patreon, showed you the prize pool. What else should we show? Oh, we showed you this is February. Oh my God. We got to fix this. No, that's March, actually. But it's the wrong label. So how do I get I got to fix all this stuff because overlapping month is like a big mess. But this is this month. So nothing else on the docket. Almost certainly not until at least Wednesday. Oh no, there is one on the Wednesday. That's going to be Teal round 2. That's going to be the last of our round 2 matches. It'll be Peak versus Sidnev. You want a decider drink? I'll look into it. Maybe I'll try to find someone local here in Austin. We have Austin Eastsiders. Maybe they would do it. Would you guys order cider? Can you order cider on the internet? They can sponsor the next Lone Star. Sorry to break it to you, Colby. But I have no Lone Star equipment remaining anymore. Mari has it, so maybe they can sponsor the next Space City Regional. I have all my equipment is gone. Mari and Sharky have it. So Lone Star, unless somebody wants to go deal with what's it called? Classic Game Fest. Maybe they could do it there in Austin. But I mean, I would go. I just won't have anything to, do with them. Anyway, thank you again, Talvit and Colin and Madelsberger for that last minute support. Appreciate that. But anyway, yeah, join us on Wednesday. We'll have Peak and Sidnev. That'll be that final Teal bracket. That's match 14 of what you're seeing right now. Can we get to level 2 hype train? Nah, let's not push it, guys. Let's not push it. We don't want to. I gotta go. I can't sit here and wait for a hype train to complete. I have 2 homework assignments to do. One due tonight, actually. I should probably just do that one. And then a big one due tomorrow night. So I can't just sit around here and wait for hype trains to complete. That would be really irresponsible on my part. Especially if we got to like level 6, 7 hype train, whatever. That would be really bad. Because that, how much longer I would have to sit here while that happened? That would be insane. That would be insane. Well, I don't want to I don't want to stop the stream during a hype train because that would be really rude. But on the other hand, my camera, I don't want to stream with my camera because I'm like still sick. So, but I will stream a couple of one attempt while this hype train is still going on because it's still a minute left. So I'll stream an attempt. I think that's fair. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's get it. I have this microphone like right in my face though. That's gonna mess with my focus. Oh, I should have spun that around, but I didn't have time. Oh my God. All right, I have 17 seconds. One more attempt. One more attempt. C-dubs with the 100. Oh no. Dude, I got stuff I gotta do, man. I can't wait around for hype trains to complete. You guys. That means we got 4 more minutes. Dude. That is... Colby, that was really bad. Very inconsiderate, Colby. Oh. A captive audience to try out your new stand-up comedy bits. Do you want me to try them for you? Like, you put them in chat, I'll read them out loud and try to sell them. Like, try to... you know, you can hear like an, you know, sort of an objective sound of how they hear, right? Like, oh, it's not you. Watermelon Cowboy gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Watermelon Cowboy. I guess thank you, but guys, I got stuff to do. I can't wait around for these hype trains. It's so rude, Watermelon. Oh. Your birthday is this week and you're having a quarter life crisis? I mean... Yeah, I feel like nobody had quarter life crises until someone like made up that term. And now people have them just because there's a word for it. Oh my God, this is the worst. You're motivated by my inconvenience? Oh man. You had a quarter life crisis at 7.5, according to your doctor. Oh my God, Tetris, what? Don't leave us. Now, Colby, was that joke better or worse than the bits that you're working on? Because that was pretty funny, right? Chen, you're turning 25. All right, you're gonna give me something. All right, I'll read it out loud, like it's like I'm trying to deliver it like a comedian. I did stand up one time. It wasn't. I didn't have like a nightmare experience, but I just never did it again because I'm a coward. Okay, let's get a good attempt here for the people. How much time do I have left in this hype train? 50 seconds, thank God. You've been thinking about crowd work mostly? Crowd work. Isn't that just a synonym for lazy? Crowd work is hilarious. It is, but it can be. But there's a lower standard. You must admit, there's a lower standard for crowd work. Like it gains, intensity because, it's off the cuff. Right? So there's a lower standard. But I think some people rely on that because it means, well, it was, it doesn't have to be as funny because it's crowd work. So it's a crutch. It's a crutch. Like, most people who get into comedy are naturally funny, but writing is work. And I think some people would rather just kind of, just kind of have takes and spitball and blah, 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 rather than putting in the work of writing. I don't know. That's just what I think. I don't know anything. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying that's why I kind of don't like it as much. Oh, God. Oh, no. Wait, what? Did we lose the hype train? I think we lost the hype train. You're funniest when you're talking in conversation with people. You're not someone who comes up with jokes as a speech. I'm the same way. I was the same way. Now I'm like not funny in either, but like I was the same way. I get it. I was always that person who's like, oh, you should be a comedian. And it's like, well, it's not the same. It's not the same. But now it is, where you can just go on YouTube and, put yourself in front of a fake brick wall and then put that up on YouTube and go viral, and then you're a real comedian. It's great. It's a whole different world. But yeah, I'm the same, but I don't know. There's something to be said for well-crafted written material that's well-honed and well-delivered. There's something to that. I don't think we should lose that. I don't know. I guess I'm a purist. Oh wait, the hype train is over? All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. That's why you make a great Twitch chatter. Oh, you're so great. All right, Tetris. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go because I really do have to do those things. So appreciate all your support. I tried everything I could to get, super long hype train, create a whole thing. Level 2. But thank you, Watermelon Cowboy and Talvin and Colin and Madelsberger and C-Dubs for playing along. I tried really hard. It's not an easy job. This is a very hard job. All right. I am going to go ahead and what am I going to do? I'm going to raid someone. Chen says raid Mari, but you also said ban Tetris. So if you say ban Tetris and then raid Mari, it's hard to take what you're saying seriously. Like, you instantly lost credibility by saying ban Tetris, because Tetris is a great moderator and a great guy and a pillar. Yes, I say a pillar of the classic Tetris scene, and we cannot ban Tetris. With great food takes, well, I wouldn't go that far. Chen, I don't know. I sometimes you can be a little chummy. You can have these like kind of chummy, and you kind of do these chummy takedowns of your friends. I feel like you're doing that with people that you don't have that relationship with, Chen. No offense, but I feel like, I do that with Kingsman because we have that relationship. I can sort of get away with that with Tetris because I know, a couple other people I can do that with, but I don't know. You're just coming in chat and doing that. People don't take to that very well. If you don't know them that well, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be real with you. I'm trying to be real. A little too familiar kind of thing. And it's like, well, who's that guy? I don't know who that guy is. Why is he doing that? You know what I'm saying? Tetris won't say it out loud, but he knows. He agrees. He won't say it. All right, who should we raid? Who should we raid? We're gonna raid. I guess we're gonna raid Mari. I'll raid Mari. All right. I'll raid Mari. Yeah, Tetris and I hang out all the time. I try to get him to go to Cane's, but he won't go. C-Dub says, I make fun of Andy because I've given him $5 a month for 5 years straight. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's allowed. Also, Boston guys. Any Boston guy can make fun of any other Boston guy. It's like a code. Like, as soon as you know somebody's from Boston, you're allowed to just rip on them. It's totally fine. As long as you're from there too. That's part of it. Yeah. It's the code. Oh, Maine is Boston. Don't worry. It's the same thing. Everyone from New England except Connecticut says they're from Boston. All right, Mari. What is Mari? Mari __ 712. Is that what it is? By the time I'm done with this raid, it's going to be over. All right, here we go. Mature audiences. Was it too many underscore? Oh, no, though. It's 2 underscores, right? All right, take care, YouTube. Have a beautiful day. And Twitch, have a beautiful day. Mr. Brain, Jungle Cook, Silas, Dirt Block, Josh, Deep Bradley, everybody else. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Chen.